Hey, I'm the 13th Wolfman. And, this is my contest entry for Old Man Funko. Old Man Funko's holding a pretty cool contest. He wants us to tell him something that scared, a scene in a movie or something that scared us when we were a kid. The sad thing is, I've only got one scary story, and I've told it 1,000 times. If you've been a part of my channel forever, you've heard every 1,000 times I've heard this. I've told the story. So, but I'll tell it once more. Like I said before, as a kid, I watched horror forever. The horror never really scared me. It never really freaked me out. But to give you a premise of why this particular movie freaked me out, we have to step back and look at where I grew up. I grew up in a 3-bedroom Rambler-style house that sat across the street. There were like these woods that went on forever. All the kids would go out there. We'd ride our bikes out there. We'd play out there, hide and go seek out there. We built forts and camps and make out with girls out there in these woods, and it's just a nice place to go, to do what you had to do. And they did. They went on forever. I mean, you could start from my neighborhood and walk through them, and you'd be 10 blocks away, and it just blow your mind where you'd come out at sometimes. And so in these woods, there was an area called the Sand Pits, and this is where everybody partied. I was 8 at the time, so I wasn't really into the whole party scene. Didn't really understand the whole party scene. But this is the early 70s, and the whole Charles Manson thing, in the late 60s, everyone was worried about cults and satanic worshipers, and that's what was being shown in the movies on the screen and whatnot. And all of a sudden we hear rumblings that there's a satanic group that would go down to the sand pits and they'd sacrifice goats and get naked, and these were the rumors. You got to remember, I'm 8 years old, so these are the rumors that you're hearing. And just, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not there in the middle of the night. I'm 8 years old. I'm not there, so it's nothing to worry about. Well, one weekend, my parents took myself, the redheaded monster, my brother, to the drive-in, and we saw the movie Race with the Devil. Now, Race with the Devil takes place in Texas. I didn't live in Texas, so not a problem. But it takes place in Texas, and these two couples load up a bunch of dirt bikes into an RV, and they head across Texas to try, they own a motorcycle dealership / company, and Peter Fonda is the one that races the bikes for them. And they're trying out a new carburetor or something like that, and so they want to take it across the state and see how it works out in the different dunes, and right. So they're going across in this RV, and they pull off into this one area, and during the night they see a satanic, devil-worshipping group sacrifice a girl. And they see it. They make a little noise, and they start getting chased across Texas by these satanic worshiping, cult followers. That freaked me the hell out. There was, really, only movie to ever freak the hell out of me, and this was it. I was done. There was nothing else you could say that would put a straight parallel into my mind that everything was okay, because we have devil worshippers down at the sand pits, So I was worried, man. I was worried I was going to be that, hey, we need to sacrifice a kid or something, and hey, there's Or is that kid over there? Or I don't know. My mind was just spinning at 1,000,000 miles an hour. You know, I was completely freaked out. But my mom, Mama Wolf, said, you know, he goes, if this is it, if you can't handle horror, no more. We found out later that it was really a bunch of hippies just down there having, you know, free love and getting stoned. I don't know where the sacrificial goat came from. I just think it was like one of those, you know, it's the game telephone. You tell somebody and they tell somebody. And next thing you know, it's a bunch of people standing around, you know, rubbing goat's blood all over their bodies and getting naked. But, yeah, so you know, 8 years old, I still want to watch horror, you know, and so I just learned to deal with it, and honestly, this is the only time that anything that anything like that freaked me out. Yeah, there were scenes in movies that just stuck with me and whatnot, but nothing really scared me. I hear people saying, oh, they got scared of the clown and Poltergeist, the clown doll and Poltergeist, which, okay, understandable, to each their own. You know, it didn't happen to me. Or, you know, Danny tapping on the window in Salem's Lot saying, let me in, you know, didn't scare me, you know. I mean, from that point on, I watched horror from the seats where everything was up close, but I wasn't scared anymore, you know, so. That's my scary story. I'm sorry if it's not super scary to you, but that's it. That's the one thing that scared me in life. Since then, everything else has been good. With that, if you want to, go check out Old Man Funko's channel. It's a really cool channel. The guy has got like a barrage of characters, so he'll dress up in different outfits and do things. It's really fun to watch. So, congratulations on the subscribers, Old Man Funko. I'm the 13th Wolfman, and I'm on the prowl.